Hey guys, just going to go over a couple of pieces of information on your page 330 to help you get started from your workbook. Right here, if you highlight this, these are important conversions that give you a base point to start off when you're going to be converting between measures. Another thing to remember, highlight this sentence right here. When you're going from a larger to a smaller unit, you're always going to multiply. Okay, so for instance here, meters is a larger unit of measure than centimeters. So for meters, you would multiply that by 100 because there's 100 centimeters in 1 meter, and that gives you 400 centimeters. Where the opposite, find this sentence right here, highlight this sentence. To convert from a smaller unit, you're going to divide by the conversion factor. For instance, centimeters is a smaller unit of measure than meters. So you would divide. If you were changing centimeters to meters, you're going to divide 400 by 100. And you're dividing by 100 because there are 100 centimeters in 1 meter. Okay? So we're going to do number 1 and number 2 together to get you started. So look at number 1. We're converting kilograms to grams. Kilogram is a larger unit of measure than grams, so we are going to be multiplying the 3 by however many grams are in a kilogram. So go up here. If you look at your conversion chart that they've kind of given you here on this page, every kilogram has 1,000 grams in it. So we are going to be multiplying the 3 kilograms by 1,000. So when you multiply 1,000 times 3, you're going to get 3,000. So 3 kilograms is equal to 3,000 grams. And now let's look at, not number 2, number 4. We're going to go across right here. So we're going to convert centimeters to meters. Centimeters is a smaller unit of measure than meters. So here is an example of how we're going to divide to find the number of meters. So if you go up here and look at your conversion chart, there are 100 centimeters in 1 meter. So we're going to be dividing this by 100. So if you are dividing 200 by 100, just ask yourself, how many 100s can go into 200? And the answer would be 2, because if we did the reverse, 2 times 100 would be 200. So use these examples to help you finish the rest of these on this page and to help you with page 331 and 332.